So, almost in a few weeks, it'll be 2 years since I actually was homeless. And, you know, I was homeless and it was like the greatest thing I've ever experienced in my motherfucking life. I mean, words, I still to this day cannot, fathom the experience that happened almost 2 years ago. So I guess I'm going to start it with this. I guess this will be the first episode. So, people tell me I should write a book, but I don't want to write. So, I got kicked out of my house at 23 years old at the end of September. I'm not going to tell you guys why, but I got kicked out. And it was such a powerful move. It was happening so fast, and it just hit me that I was not ever going to probably be able to go back to this place. And I was in Saxe, Texas, and I was working for Dollar General. And I was also working. I had just got hired at Tom Thumb too, and I did okay. I did an okay job at Dollar General. I didn't cause any problems, and I was new at Tom Thumb. But the manager, I don't know what the fuck her problem was, but she wasn't so nice. I mean, my third day there, I walked up and said hi, and she was like, and I said, hey, what would you like me to do? And she was like, this, and this, and I said, excuse me? She said, I said this, and this. I said, oh, it's going to be like that. So, I was getting paid shit at both jobs. You know what I'm saying? So when I got kicked out, I went to Dollar General, my last shift. Nobody knew I was leaving. I had just made a decision that I was fucking leaving this place. I was getting paid shit money. I didn't like being there. I didn't like seeing the fucking people there. Fuck all this. I'm homeless now. So, and it was hitting me that I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave this fucking state. And nothing will ever fucking stop me. And I was in class. I had recently just gotten this cool gig at Richland College as a DJ, kind of. I had my own little radio show for an hour. And that was like, that was so cool. That's the only thing I miss. So I just packed my shit up and hopped on a 2-day bus trip to Colorado. I was actually headed there to be a drug dealer. Yeah. So that was my goal. I was going to go sell a bunch of weed. And I was on this bus with whatever I had left and just fucking cruised all the way to Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I don't know, man. I didn't have a fucking plan. I just kind of, was hurting. I had gotten dumped by this ugly fucking hoe. I severed a relationship. Fuck it. I was working shitty jobs, making shit money. Who the fuck wants to be around in that situation? Nobody. A lot of people are afraid to, you see them on Facebook. I wish I could just pack up and leave. Shit is so bad. I just fucking did it. And there, I literally jumped off a figurative cliff in life. Just fucking jumped with no parachute. Just jumped. And I was driving, and I think it was like day 2 or day 1. Yeah, I think it was like day 2. And I had maybe like 12 more hours on this trip to go. And I met this couple. I played chess with this dude at one of the bus stations. I don't fucking remember. Don't ask me. And then, so I ended up striking up a conversation with him along the trip. And then I ended up talking, and then, so it was a white couple. It was him and his wife. She was a little thing, little redhead, messed up teeth. And he was this little redhead guy. I mean, not redhead guy, redneck guy. And he was cool though. And you could tell he was the boss of the relationship. And so I started chatting it up with them, and asking them what they're doing, how they're doing, what's going on in their life. And then all of a sudden, this other black girl came up and started talking with us, started chatting it up, this, and this. And coincidentally, these three happened to be going to the same place, but they didn't know each other. They had gotten a job selling as a door-to-door salesman, selling Advantage shit. And what they were telling me was that they had applied in the newspaper, and they Advantage, the company, TNB Sales, sent them tickets and were like, yo, come work for us. And I was asking, I was like, what the fuck? How coincidental is that? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, so what's it pay? She was like, oh, it's a commission job, but they give you a place to stay. You just go out and sell soap. And I was like, well, how do you get into it? She said, all you do literally is just make a call right here. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? She said, yes. I said, I have just became homeless. Literally, like a couple hours ago. And I need a job. I will work. And I need a place to stay. I called up this place, and cause the I think the Ramada was in, I forgot. I honestly forgot. But we went to the Ramada, and I think it was in Denver. Yeah, cause we drove. Man, I don't even remember. I'll get back to you on it. But it was either, yeah. So I called this place and I said, hey, I need a job. And they called me back and said, we have a position open. Just come. I said, are you fucking kidding me? This is nothing but the Most High. This is nothing but the Most High. I said, honestly, I didn't even have a plan. I was about to become a drug dealer. I didn't tell that to the lady that I was talking to. After I hung up, I said, you have no idea how grateful I am. She said, yeah, all you do is go sell soap. So I get to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I get picked up in this van, and we drive to, I think it was Denver and the Ramada, or we were still in Colorado. Honestly, I can't remember. I'll get back to you, like I said. But the mountains, the sight was so magnificent. Oh my goodness, the sights, the sounds. You have no idea. I was literally 1,000 miles away from home with a new job and a new place to stay. And I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? I could not fucking believe this shit. I could not believe this shit. I did not know what the fuck was going to happen. I just went with the motherfucking flow. I mean, when you look at the mountains, they had military bases. When you look at the mountains and shit, it was... Oh man, it was so breathtaking. Yeah. And I was out there by myself. Nobody. Just me. It was the most, you just have to fucking do it to grasp that experience. Or at least drop everything you have and then go to another fucking state or country and just fathom that shit. That's the only way I can explain that. So, we get to the Ramada Hotel, and I sign up for the job, and I get a place to stay, and I meet my roommate, and, he was cool. I was chilling. I was still kind of in shock from, catching the job, and also being, just everything happening in, 4 days, you don't, shock, man. Fucking shock. So, I get through day one. I meet all the people, and they call everybody dad around there. They call the adults. What I've learned is they call the door-to-door people that we go to. Well, I'm the door-to-door salesman. The doors that we go to, we call the moms and dads, or the misters and misters. We address them as mom and dad. Like, you'd be like, hey, Dad, how are you doing? And I had a motherfucking problem with that. I am not gonna lie. I had a problem with that shit off the motherfucking get-go. I had a motherfucking problem with that. And all of them really like to listen to Future, Kevin Gates. Like, the majority of people listen to the exact same music there. They were all a bunch of black kids from, like, different areas. You know what I'm saying? I think there was even a fight, like, the second day. I didn't see it, and I didn't care. But that was, like, the first 2 days. I think I introduced myself. You know what I'm saying? I ended up meeting, I think somewhere around those couple of days, I ended up meeting, like, you know, the actual head owner, and I spoke to him and I said, thank you for the opportunity. He said, don't thank me, just make me some money. It was all about making money. The thing is nigga, we were hoes. We were legit hoes. We were legit hoes. They look, if you needed money, let's say you didn't make any money, they would give you $20 and a place to stay. You would wake up at 6 a.m., walk around all day, and come back to a place to stay, and then you sell bottles and only get like $3 from the bottle. I promise you, if you sold, the bottles were $12 a piece. The bottles were like 12, no, fuck that, dude. I forgot. The bottles were like $41 a piece. Yeah, the bottle of Advantage, when I was learning about the product there, because that's all it was this soap cleaning product. And it worked. It worked. It was a everyday solution that worked. And I mean, when they demonstrated, it worked. When I tried it, it worked. You know what I'm saying? So they gave me this pamphlet. They gave me a couple spray bottles. And they sent me on my training day the next day. And it was this Muslim guy. He was really fucking cool. And everybody, and the two other white people, the couple, they went on their training day too. So they split us up and we all went on training day. Now, my first day on training was so I'm telling you, I wish I could make this story is going to go on. This is part one. This story is going to, I don't know how long it's going to take, but it needs to start, and I'm going to fucking tell the story. So my first day, I think, was September 29th. No, yeah, I think it was like September 29th or October 1st. One of those two. I don't remember. I don't really remember. I'll have to like recollect the actual date and then get back to you on every single detail if you guys continue to want to hear this. But this is my story of 2015. As a matter of fact, I should just start over because my 2015 was fucking crazy, man. Heck yeah, this is just the prelude. Yeah, or, you know, there's more to come. Hell yeah. Y'all don't even know.